your thoughts in the run-up to Independence Day. This is the second incident. There was a major encounter in Budgam, fought over 18 hours, and that ended about 24 hours back. And then there was this third instance when about 30 kilos of IEDs were found.
Yes.
If that went off, we could be looking at another Pulwama type situation.
Absolutely. Vishnu, first I would like to, on behalf of National Conference, send across my condolences to the families, and our official statement is already out in the public, saying that such kind of barbaric attacks are absolutely unacceptable. And National Conference says this as a political party that has lost thousands of its workers, including sitting MLAs, to such terror attacks. So we know the pain of it. Our families know the pain of it more than anybody else, perhaps. However, when I was listening to Mr. Malik, he said that, the right action was taken when Article 370 was abrogated. Mr. Malik is not around, but my question would be, if there was any connection between terrorism and Article 370, then why are such terror attacks still happening? It's been 90 days since Kashmiri Pandits are sitting on roads protesting, saying that they do not want to live in Kashmir anymore. These are the same Kashmiri Pandits who National Conference who came back during the tenure of the National Conference because they felt safe. Our governments received around 30,000 applications. So that is the kind of situation on ground. And have you noticed one thing? Before 2019, we used to hear of militant attacks in areas like Shupiyan, Anantnag, Baramulla. It was primarily South Kashmir, which was the heart of terrorism. Now we see terror attacks are taking place in Srinagar, the heart of Jammu and Kashmir. In Jammu, areas where terror attacks used to happen, rarely. Now, Srinagar has become the hotbed of terrorism. So you also have to see how post-abrogation, the geography of terrorism is changing and unfortunately becoming a lot more dangerous than what it used to be.
Ranbir Singh Pathania, would you like to respond to that? Are we necessarily safer now in Jammu and Kashmir after the abrogation of 370?
Just a one-liner, and I will quote Mark Twain. You need to support the country always, and you need to the government as and when it deserves.
No, we are supporting. Everybody is supporting
the country.
We are supporting the country, but she has a pointed question, and it's a fact. And if you dispute what she's saying, say so. Is Kashmir safer today after 370 or not?
He is touching Article 370, sir. The Article 370, once it was inducted in the Indian Constitution, it was specifically said it is a temporary provision. The then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru also said that this is a temporary provision. He said it on the floor of the Constituent Assembly. The Patriarch of National Conference, Mr. Sheikh Abdullah, was also part of that drafting committee. Narasimha Rao said that Gisti chala jayegi. Morarji Desai said that this has to go one day. Once we had the courage, we had the conviction.
So I'm asking you if Kashmir is safer, yes or no. This is not about the broader context of 370. When 370 was abrogated, one of the key points is that Kashmir and Jammu would be safer. But is it? Is my question to you.
Mr. Vishnu, I am quoting the statement made by the Union MOS Home on the floor of the Parliament, which says that the number of terror attacks, the number of security force damages, the number of, we could say, the militants neutralized, the number of operations, almost 500 militants have been neutralized. The morale of the security forces is on an all-time high. The Hawala channels have been blocked. Such media houses which were trying to play the spoil sport have been...
Sir, then why are Kashmiri Pandits on the roads then?
It's
been 3 months since Kashmiri Pandits are sitting on the road saying that they do not want to live in Kashmir anymore. Why don't you give these statistics to the Kashmiri Pandits and tell them everything is fine?
Since 2019 and till now, much water has flowed under River Jhelum as well as under River Tavi. So we have improved. We are in the...
Ranbir, while it's correct, I've got the statistics with me as well. Ranbir, half a second.
Last word on the...
Half a second. Please let me say something. While it is true that the number of overall cases have declined since 2018, the absolute numbers are still staggeringly high. In a release today, army sources, the security forces sources have shared information with the media, which is the following. 136 terrorists, including 36 foreign terrorists, have been eliminated this year alone. This is a
Yes.
staggering number by any measure.
Absolutely.